what you need, tell me what you wanna give, how much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a...
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Go! 180! Check 56. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Jones has it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Get up! 180! Double dog, double dog. That's the one work. A lot of work.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. So from the 36 now, first and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready? Set Lobo. 56.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Hey. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Roll out. Hey, echo. Check.
Here's Jones to throw from his end zone. Josh Doxson's got it complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Texans first down.
Down. 70. Indy. 80 weapons. Hey, wahoo. Mike 51. Go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and it's
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have it.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Push him back. Slam. 18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Let's go.
At the 28-yard line.
18.
To throw on second and 6, Trubisky. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Lawrence Guy in there to bury him for a loss of 11. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Hey, alert. 59. Hey, box drop. What we got? Check 59.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Chandler Catanzaro now. He hit from 59 a season ago. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Ready?
Jones on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead grows to 10-0. 10-0 to score after one on EA Sports. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Nice 7. Hey, stand off.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, ball.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And that'll make it 3rd down.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Now it's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look at...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Bravo.
2nd and long. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Back to throw. Jones. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes. And
it's caught at the 10. A huge play there for Houston. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Looking to throw. Jones. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Waller. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. John Simon forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
56 to Mike. 56.
Ran, go. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, let's kick it up.
After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Lock in.
Mike's 56.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Alert.
56. Check 56.
Hey, Alpha.
Here we go.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Hard throw, incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. With it is Brown. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Move. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Too low.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
56. Hey, Delta. 56, right there, 56. Hey, pick your game up.
They go play action with Trubisky. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Check 24, check 24. 56 to Mike. Yeah.
On 2nd and 1, Trubisky. And this one complete to Reed. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
56, Mike.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
6. Crunch time, defense. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey, zoom!
Now it's Trubisky. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, orbit!
56. Mike's 56. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Alert
3, alert 3. Alert 3.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Push on travel. Out. Now! Leo!
2nd and 9 now. As Jones hit and the ball's out. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Deep ball for Goodwin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Now Jones operating from the gun. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run it again with Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Check.
Penny, a first down carry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch the eye.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line.
Alert!
Check 56. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Tight yard.
Hey, alert!
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Kamara. And here now is spin. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Let's get it together, deep. 6-6. Pull it high.
Slam. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. John Simon in on the stop.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 31, Trubisky, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dayon Buchanan charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. Trubisky now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
56, the mic, boys. 56.
Hey, 18.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Slam. Motion, bump.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And they
fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Ready?
To throw again on second down. Jones eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Jones on third down. Flush to his right. Goodwin able to haul it in. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. A gain of 32 that time. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Jones throwing on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Go. Hey, high 7. Shoot.
Jones now to throw on third down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. This will be caught by Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards that time. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On the ready.
Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Back to throw. Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Darren Waller, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Texans 14. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chitty on the other side of the ball saying, hey, he picked off the last one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
56, check 56. I'm scared. 56, Mike.
Hey, 18.
56.
Throwing on second and long. Trubisky, that's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
Hey, Will.
They're going on fourth down. It's Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chandler Jones and the Texans take over an excellent field position. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Lock in.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's back to throw. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Alert! Go!
56. Mike's 56. Let's go. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Red,
D, tighten up.
Check 13. Check 13.
Again, it's Kamara. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Right there. 56. Pick it up, guys.
Red, go. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing now is Trubisky. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. John Simon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Danico Autry picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Colts, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.